Hey guys, I'm going to do a little video today. I want to try and see how long it's going to take for me to cut enough wood with an axe to last all night for a long fire with just a wool blanket. Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs Group on Facebook, his YouTube channel is Grier Wolf, and Travis Henry, his YouTube channel is Survive Without. They did a long fire type camping trip, just testing it out for their environment, and Justin kind of threw it out there as a challenge for someone to make a video to see how long it would actually take to cut enough wood to last all night. I did a video semi-similar to that or whatever. I stayed out, or tried to stay outside and do a long fire with just a wool blanket, and I came inside about 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have enough wood, so this time I'm gonna really give it a go, and I'm gonna really try and stick it out, last all night. I saw the weather forecast. I'm not sure if they've updated it or not, but the last I heard was supposed to be 9 below tonight. It's really nice right now. It's like 24 or something, and snowing a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna try to keep it as short as I can. I'm gonna turn off the camera quite a bit just to try and save on time, because I know these videos get real long. I'm going to kind of do a panoramic view of my pasture here and show you the dead wood that I have and the downed wood. That's what I'm going to utilize. I'm going to bring it all right back here to my four-wheeler, and this is where I would, pretend that this is where my shelter setup is. Now my shelter is actually up closer to the house, but I've used all the downed wood up there, and this would be, like a virgin site you would kind of walk up to. And there's plenty of downed wood, I think, here that I could make it, all night. And that's what you would look for in a campsite. Obviously, you would want to make sure you have plenty of resources. Now, I got started pretty late. I was messing around with my traps, and I had to dig out from all the snow we've been getting. So I've screwed around, and it's 2:45 already. Sunset's going to be 4:30, something like that. So I'm going to need to get going here and get going pretty quick. I'm probably going to be cutting wood when it's dark out still. So a couple of things. First of all, I've done a lot of manual labor in my life. I've never really worked in an office or anything like that. I've always used my body real hard. I'm not very big. I'm about 6'9" and about $170, and so I can't do maybe some of the things that, and plus I'm getting older too, I can't do some of the things that even I could have done back in my 20s and stuff. So you need to know your body and know your limitations. I'm not going to go grab a big old piece of log or something and throw it on my back and think that's going to work. I'll do what I can, but you just got to know your body, and I'm not going to be able to muscle some of these real big logs. I'm going to have to take some extra time and actually cut some of them down even further than what I'd like to, I guess. One other thing too, my clothes aren't going to be my normal fun bushcrafting clothes for this stage of the game. Now I don't really think, I still think this is a valid test, because I could pack my ILBE bag and have about 40-50 pounds worth of gear and I'd still be fine. So I could have a change of clothes for this particular aspect of the camping trip. I've got a Carhartt jacket on. This is it's like a duck canvas or something. I'm not going to wear my boreal shirt and try and carry logs over my shoulder. I didn't pay this for it. I got it kind of on a closeout, but I think they're like $250. I'm not going to put a hole in my shoulder by carrying a log around by doing that. So I would pack this coat maybe to do some of the rougher chores with. Also, those little thin wool gloves that I have, they're great for me. I like them. And then some mittens, some leather chopper mittens or something. I'm going to be getting some Arctic mittens here pretty soon, but anyway, those are nice for bushcrafting or whatever, sitting around a fire. But they're not going to work very good for carrying this wood around. So I've got a pair of leather insulated gloves. This leather, they'll get your hands real cold real fast, but if you're working, they should stay warm. And then plus, they're way more durable. So I'm going to wear my durable clothes right now, and I'm going to just get cutting, I guess. So I'm going to take you around here real quick, and I'll show you some of this downed wood. I'm going to be wearing my snowshoes too. But you can see there is some downed wood. Now this would be tough for me just to walk up to and grab. Oh wow, I just flipped my snowshoe and got snow down the back of my neck. That was awesome. Anyway, first of all, this is going to be kind of a little tough because you can see my snowshoes are sinking in. We've got about 2 feet of snow right now. But just to walk up to this buried log and just grab it and go, that's not happening for me. I mean, I'm not even going to try it. It's so that's what I need the axe for. I was supposed to get a Husqvarna axe today, but the UPS guy hasn't come yet. So I'm going to be stuck with my Wetterling's large wildlife axe. Okay, well here's what I got so far, and just a tiny bit of other stuff. I haven't been working that long, but it's hard work, that's for sure. And I'm not very experienced with an axe, so, you know, I think I'm doing okay, but no expert by any means. All right, I'm gonna finish hitting that one down piece, and then probably gonna hit one of these over here. That one I should be able to just grab. I'm not sure about that one there. Anyway, I'll get another pile together and show you what I got. I'm trying to catch my breath here. If I were in a survival situation, and I hate freaking saying that, I don't know why, I just don't like that phrase or whatever, I would be busting my butt like this and totally getting enough wood to last the night or whatever, keep my family warm, me warm. For everyday camping, this seems like a lot of work to me. I'm out of shape. I mean, I think I'm in okay shape. I do construction. I climb a ladder all day. My legs are in decent shape. I don't have very good cardio, but this is tough work. I cut between 5 and 8 cords of wood a year with a chainsaw, and luckily I have a splitter. And a lot of times I have my wood brought in just because I don't want to. This is softwood. It's not very good wood for heating your house. So I know what is involved in cutting wood. I've done it my whole life. There's nothing easy about it. Anytime you do anything in the woods, it's not easy. You're always tripping over branches. You're always trying to get stabbed in the eye by a tree. You're always, you know, now I'm in 2 foot of snow trying to drag this crap out. Don't get me wrong, I love the woods and I love being out here. Just everything you do is hard. And it's not like something as simple as walking on a sidewalk. Every step you take drains energy out of you. I'm not on a trail. Some of these logs I've cut in here before, so some of this downed wood I actually have taken a chainsaw to. I'm trying to get the stuff that's naturally down, but whatever. Anyway, some of the stuff that's on the ground, you can't see it, and because there's too much snow, so then you go step, and you know, I'll be lucky if I don't catch myself tripping on camera here. Give you guys a good laugh. But alright, now that I've caught my breath, on to the next one. One other thing I was going to mention. Do you notice all that snow that was all over me? That can't be good, right? It was going to melt. I tried to brush it off, but you know, I should have probably cut that one. But I kind of wanted to show you how difficult it is for me to drag these pieces of wood out of here. They're soft wood. It's not like it's a piece of oak, you know, but I mean, they're still however much it weighs, you know, and super awkward. Branches catch it on everything. But anyway, I'm definitely going to want to try and brush as much of this snow off so it doesn't make my clothes all wet. just kind of a heads up, when I was doing that back cut, using an axe, and I'm very inexperienced with it, but I know how to swing other tools. But anyway, you'll find you're better off one-handed or swinging it one way than you are the other. I started that back cut and realized my back was to the camera, so then I kind of turned around, and it's a lot harder to do it the other way. But just so you know why I was kind of one-handing it, because I can't get leverage going the other way. Alright, well, that seems like a lot of work. Okay, this is what I've got so far. Notice that one has a nice chainsaw cut. I must have cut that earlier in the year or some other time. It was on the ground, so I grabbed it. You know, I chopped the other end, but you know, that one was already cut, but you know, whatever, it's downed wood. So there's this, and then there's that, and then there's that. I'm going to start taking these to my real campsite. I haven't decided if this is enough wood yet or not. I mean, I had quite the pile last time, and I'm real reluctant to go into the night without enough wood. So I'm going to haul this up to the campsite, and then I still have to gather all my small stuff. Yeah, and then I'll figure out what I want to do. One thing I forgot to mention about all this wood, this took me a little over an hour to collect. I'm actually a little bit surprised that it didn't take longer. But, you know, I have a lot of downed wood in my yard, or in my pasture. It was all pretty close to get. But I will tell you, I'm pretty tired. You know, I can keep going obviously, but that's a lot of work. That's a lot of calories right there. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. It's like 10 after 4, something like that. And, you know, I won't count taking the wood to the campsite. So I'll get back with you. Okay, guys. So this is where I'm going to do the long fire. I'm going to use this as my cooking fire as well. I'm going to, that way it'll get maybe a bed of coals going. And I'm going to have my long fire this close. I want to do it a little bit different. I'm not going to make it as long as I did last time. I'm only going to make it about 4 feet long probably. And just go from there. I think I have enough wood. It's going to be quite a bit warmer tonight than it was that last time, or 10 degrees anyway. It's going to, the low is going to be down about 8, I think. So that's not too bad. I think I can, I mean, I got 2 extra coats out here right now. My Carhartt coat I was going to use for a pillow, and then my Boreal shirt I'll wear when I go to bed. So that's really how I should have dressed the last time I tried this. It's just, you know, you see some stuff in YouTube and you just try to copy it and go from there. I kind of think of this stuff as kind of like science class, I guess. I mean, you just need to experiment with this stuff. You see something that somebody else did and you try to recreate that experiment or experience, whatever, and you know, it doesn't always work out for you just because of the different variables and stuff like that. But anyway, so here we go. We're gonna get cracking on a fire. Okay, so I've got my MSR pot in there heating up some water. 2 cups of water. So I used my Pathfinder cup or whatever. My Pathfinder canteen cup has graduated markings on it, so I was able to do 16 ounces of water, bring that up to a boil, and we'll get back with you. I can't remember if I said or not about how long it took me to cut the wood, about what I figure would be needed for a day of camping like this. I'm going to estimate you're going to need at least 3 hours of gathering and cutting and transporting wood for your fire to be able to winter camp with just a tarp and a wool blanket. Anything below single digits, I think, that's bare minimum. You may even need to do 4 hours if it dips down below 0. You're going to need this fire right here all the time, all night long. Of course, it depends on how long you burn the fire for too. It's only 6:45. You know, I could hold off on doing the long fire till probably 10 o'clock easy, or 11 maybe. But you know, I need to eat something. I didn't drink anything all day basically while I was working, and I haven't had any. I think I had breakfast this morning and that was it. So I need to get some calories back in me. So there you go. We'll wait for this water to boil and I'll get back with you. Alright, well, my water's boiling now. So I'm going to take that off the fire. So I'm going to set this here for a second. Take 2 packs of just chicken gravy. Going to be a little lumpy because you're supposed to do it, you're supposed to have a whisk and you're supposed to add the water to the gravy, but with enough stirring you can get it pretty good. Try to smash some of these lumps. I don't really care about the lumps myself, but okay, I'm going to continue to stir this, and then I'm going to put it on the fire, and I'm going to try to put it on a low heat so it boils very, it doesn't just get a raging boil right off the bat. It kind of you raise it to a slow boil and let it boil for a few minutes, maybe a minute actually, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so it's up there on the fire. I think it's boiled for long enough. It's just been a few minutes. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to add about a half a bag of this already pre-cooked chicken. Stir that into it. I'm going to let it cook for a minute just to kind of warm that chicken up. So I'll put that back on the fire. Okay, so I've been trying to pull this off every so often and stir it because I don't want it to burn. All I was trying to do is warm up that gravy a little bit, or warm up the chicken rather. Let me just give it a little taste and see. Yeah, that's pretty hot. Now these instant mashed potatoes. These are going in. So I forgot about the liquid that comes in the chicken. So it's not going to thicken up quite as much as maybe I'd want. But it's easier to reheat when there's not a lot of, when it's not super dry. Because you'll burn your potatoes real quick if you try to put it back on the fire to warm it back up again. I'm going to let that set and kind of absorb. And I'll get back with you. Alright, well, time for dinner. This is what it looks like. Probably enough for two here. It's a little salty, but I like a lot of salt. You can vary it. Maybe you don't need 2 packets of gravy. Maybe you only need 1 packet of gravy. And like I said, this is probably enough for 2 people. But this is one of my favorites. I like just the 1-pot meals. Now I got my canteen cup. In a little bit I'm going to have some hot chocolate. Trying to get this fire to get a good bed of coals. because it was dark when I was gathering the twigs and the finer stuff, and I didn't gather enough. Just life gets in the way, you know. I didn't take the whole whole day to devote to this, so it's just what happens. I was hungry. This is good. Alright guys, well I hope this video doesn't turn out too long. I know it's going to be long just from the nature of it, but whatever. I'm going to get a nice bed of coals going. Burn through some of these really long ones, logs, so they're more manageable. Spread my base out a little bit more, and 9, 10 o'clock, something like that, I'll be ready for bed. So, take care. Okay, I don't know if you can get a sense of how big this fire is. It's got to be 3 feet tall, easy. And, you know, the fire's only in the middle, but some of these logs are 10 feet long. But like I said, the fire's only in the middle, but I've got these logs stacked up, you know, just shy of my top of my shelter. I mean, my shelter top is 4.5 feet tall probably, and this log fire is easy 3 feet. It's roasting in my shelter right now. I mean, it's cooking. I couldn't go to sleep now if I wanted to, just for the simple fact this fire is way too big. It's which is fine. There's a lot of space underneath it. As soon as a couple of these logs burn through, it'll fall down, and that's what I want. But you know, doing something like this, geez, be careful these logs don't come rolling right back in your face, you know, when you're trying to sleep or something. I'll definitely have this under control before I go to sleep, and hopefully only 1 or 2, well, not hopefully, before I go to sleep, only 1 or 2 logs and will be on fire, and they'll be down in the bed of coals. I put all these logs up on top just because the fire is really struggling today. There's a lot of snow on top of them, and I needed to stack them on top of each other to dry them out. So I still have those logs right there. I feel pretty confident that once these burn through, I'll be able to add the ends to the fire, and it'll be fine. Even if the fire goes out, I'm not going in tonight. So, but like I said, I don't see how this fire is going to go out, because I've got a lot of ends. The whole log isn't on fire. I can put the ends in. Well, let's see. It's 9:20. So I figure I'll be able to think about going to sleep about 10:20. Like I said, as soon as this danger of the fire rolling into my bed is over. So, okay. Well, I think I got her now. I think I got it down. Took a couple logs off. I don't think it's going to roll into my personal space anytime soon. So you can see, actually you probably can't. Anyway, I've got all these logs, like I said. The middles will burn out. I can put the ends. Some of the ends are just as long as, or twice as long as the middles that are in there. So, check the temperature inside my little shelter in here. I had to shed my Boreal shirt. It's toasty in here. Let's see what it says. It says it's 50 in here. So, which is hard for me to believe because it feels like it's about 90. So, we'll wait until some of this burns down and the cold kind of starts settling in, see what I think then. But I think this will do it. Now, of course, it's 15 to 20 degrees warmer than the last time I tried it. But then I started off a lot better. I got the fire a lot closer. But one of these days, when it's below 0, I'm going to give her a try again. I got the MSS for Christmas, so I want to try that too. Kind of seems a little easier. You just pack it out, and my back is sore from today. Just that little bit. Well, of course you didn't see me have to use the chain and hook up the four-wheeler and all that to bring it out here. Get stuck like 3 times, and you know that wasn't part of the test. Obviously, the test would have been I would have slept out in my pasture, but still, this is it's a lot of work. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the morning. Okay, well, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you can see the smoke that is being put off by this fire. It was real bad a few minutes ago, but I really fanned it and got it going again. My fire was almost out. Look at the smoke just curling up inside that shelter. Look at it just cooking in there. All this wood has snow on it, so you're going to get that steam and that smoke. Look at it just smoking you out in there. I mean, if you did lay down, it wouldn't hit you too bad, but if you have to sit up, you're going to just be coughing like crazy. Or, well, I guess I don't know about coughing, but I mean, it's definitely unpleasant. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you. I finally got the fire going again. I guess I've done a lot of bonfires in my day. I guess it's only the second time I've ever slept alongside a fire like this. I've never seen a fire go all night long without putting wood on it. And I've done my share of bonfires. I'll stick her out. It's not that too, it's not too bad. It's a little chilly, but not bad. But man, it must be one hell of a piece of wood you put on here to make her last all night. That's all I gotta say. Okay, guys. Well, here's my long fire. It's doing okay. I mean, it's almost done, but it's 20 to 8 right now. So I was able to last, the wood was able to last all night long, so that's good. I had to wake up every 2 hours and add more wood or mess with the fire a little bit, and then 5 this morning I just about got choked out of my shelter. We had a wind shift, and wow, my throat was pretty sore there for a while with the smoke and stuff, but finally I was able to get the fire to burn better so it wasn't putting off so much smoke, and then plus it didn't, the wind changed a little bit too. So I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'm gonna go get some coffee. Take care, guys.